Lucy Natasha has been out there like doing the most. For the most part, she's been known to have this kind of like very Instagram type of a profile. And it doesn't kind of like shock you to see how much edits that her editors, image editors, have to go through to smoothen out the skins for the smallest imperfections. Even carpet does not even carpet does not look normal when you speak of Lucy Natasha. Now, fake life is a perfect example of what we are about to talk about. And not only fake life when it comes to church life, and fake life when it now has to relate towards your relationship with people that you are out there and you know. Strict Reality Show with daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time over here to be sure, check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments, and I will see you over there if you haven't seen. I'm going to highlight one element of fake life. Then we'll talk about the marriage part. Okay, because that's one part. On this first segment, I need us to discuss the issue of Lucy Natasha and her fake Instagramming. By fake Instagramming, I don't mean like she's not Instagramming. I mean, she is endorsing the Instagram live that we all know very well that it's all fake. Lucy Natasha is one of those people that when the movers and the shakers of Instagram, you know, those ones with very high profiles, are out there, you know, showing the successful lifestyle. Like, you don't know what they do. Like, you know, those people on Instagram and Facebook. I am not a fan of such people. You don't know exactly what they do, but they seem to always be on holiday. That's the kind of lifestyle that Lucy Natasha kind of embraces. Recently, I spotted one area where I was like, and I was just passing by, minding my own business, you know. And I was like, hi, Lucy flies a lot, eh? Lucy Natasha surely flies a lot. But then it struck me that some of the things that she posts sometimes are not real. While she's trying to show this life, this certain life. For example, this picture right here. This picture is an example of Lucy Natasha living it fake. You see, here, the motivation or the caption that she had there was kind of like something along the lines of, you know, one day you will fly. Or why do you need to fly? You are going where? You are a granite seller. you are a POS manager. A POS it's like a form of banking in Nigeria and stuff. You know, there's nothing international about the work that you do. But you want to fly. We are happy. Where are you going? Where? You are a teacher. Right? You are a teacher in a school. You are teaching grade R's how to say R properly. Not the way the Tswana say it. Tswana people will be on my neck. That's how Tswana people say the R. So, there is nothing flying about your career, and that's not a bad thing, you know. The things that I do, there's no flying. We are chilling, we are waking on the dailies like everybody. So why is it that this type of prophecism of Lucy Natasha puts us within this position of looking for flights and stuff? Anyway, never mind. I'll go back to that picture. Then it knocked on me. There is this thing called fake photo booths, basically. Like they fake a location. They make a prop or a set in order for them to film videos or movies or adverts and stuff like that. Photo shoots and all those kind of things. So while she's telling us to be hoping for flights that we know nothing about, she's not even in a flight herself. You see, this Natasha is telling us what in this picture. Now, the picture where she captioned that we will fly has nothing to do with flying. Yes, that's a fake photo booth. Yes, that's not a real flight. She was not in a private plane or anything. No. She was not in a private plane. That's a fake flight. There's this boots. I forgot where I once saw it or I heard of it. I'll show you a picture of it. You can see it by the way the size of the hallways on these fake airplanes or private airplanes and stuff like that. The windows are not real, for one thing. You know, like when you when you see a flight, the lighting is never consistent, like in all the windows, right? When you see a picture, the lighting is never consistent because, you know, light falls off, right? So in this one, the windows look very much, but remember, she's living the fake life. She's living the Instagram fake life. While we are on that particular topic of Instagram fake life, I think it's perfect time for us to talk about this marriage issue that we have talked about before. Previously, I've spoken about this entire thing of Natasha and her husband. And I wanted to bring it back here, not because I am hating on their marriage, because it's quite interesting, but also shocking that this is how they format their lives. This is how they structured their marriage life. This Instagram couple, this wonderful, always busy, always ready, doing things out there in society, and you know, out there they are busy, man. But not they're just busy. They are a very busy couple. And then when you look at the cracks and everything that follows it, it's an empty marriage. There is a lot of this thing. I've addressed this thing in respect to Neil Jones' marriage. Mel Jones said that the thing that broke off his marriage was that he kept going, supposedly, to do ministry. I kept going. He says he kept going on to do ministry. Over time, he was leaving his wife. For a lot of times, he was not at home. And by so, his marriage failed. The first marriage, that is. And that broke off his entire marriage. Okay? If you remember the testimony of Neil Jones, he's spoken about that a lot. Now, if you don't learn doctrine from Neil Jones, you could at least learn that. Don't be overly busy forgetting the household. Natasha and her husband are a very strange husband and wife. Okay? These people can stay apart for months. Months. Bear in mind, these people just got married. Ne? These people just got married. The husband resistant is you just go, you'll be in California, you'll be in LA, you'll be in what, you'll be in whatever country out there. For months. You look at their Facebook page, they are apart for months. I once said this last year. I remember when I mentioned it, some people were saying, Ricky, it's gossip. It's not gossip. If you've done Christian leadership studies, this is one of the subjects that is heavily mentioned. In Christian studies, we talk about Christian counseling. That is one of the subtopics that come up in Christian leadership. Because one, as a leader in a church, must understand how to do counseling. And so that's one of the things that come up. And this year, it's a red flag for things that don't go well in the future. These people are apart for months, guys. Months. I'm not talking about 1 week. Maybe they're just apart. It's not like a Passion Java thing. Passion Java, he's constantly, he's in Zim. He's constantly like this, 2 weeks will be there. Then he goes 2 weeks. But he's always going back to his wife. With these two, Natasha and her husband, they will be apart for months. They just recently got married. This Instagram of, you are busy, you are just, your life is very busy. This marriage life of, always busy. You know how Natasha always starts her videos. She's always scrolling, always texting, always. It's a recipe for disaster. Okay? Anybody that has done counseling or so forth, I don't do counseling. Just want to be very clear there. But in the studies, when we did Christian leadership, one of the things that came up was in Christian leadership that the subject that you study was the topic of counseling. It's one of the things because it's one of the skills that you must have and understand. And this was one of the red flags. This thing wants it. Maybe it's because sometimes that's the thing. When you talk about topics like this, it looks like this is gossip. This is not gossip. Why are you two not staying in the same place? No, not if maybe they are apart for a period. These ones will be apart for months. Bazalani, recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for disaster. There's no way. They just got married now. No. Not long ago. And already they are living apart for months. So they are very good at selling us the life. Selling us the Instagram life. Well, they themselves are not living it. They were selling us this romantic story, timeline of how they met, wonderful. Now they don't even stay in the same place. If you check on Instagram, Kamel, he's in California. He's busy Hollywooding himself. He's busy Hollywood ministering himself. The wife is here. These people will be apart for months. And the pictures that you see in the B-roll that I was showing earlier on, you notice that the pictures that they are together are old pictures. Okay, so these people have not been in the same place. And another thing that will tell you that it's fake Instagram life or it's fake Instagram marriage is that whenever Lucy Natasha would go to a certain thing, like a very big thing, the husband would be there. You know? When they went to do that charity thing, he was there. Now, she was meeting a lot of very big people. They recently had this very famous preacher over at their church. I don't know if he's a preacher or a philosopher. I don't know. I haven't listened to him. I just know that he talks a lot about Africa and all. And so, but you won't see Kamel there. Anyway, why? Because Kamel is in America. He's busy living it up. Fake life. Even amongst ministers. When it's amongst the Instagrammers, you can kind of like, it's those ones. But even preachers are copying that life. For me personally, to be honest with you, this whole thing of Lucy Natasha and her husband, they need to sort themselves out because this, it's one story I am not interested in reporting. Okay? Sort yourselves out. This whole thing of one is doing ministry there, one is doing what there. Hey, my friend, hey. Please, that's one story we don't want to talk about. We are not interested to talk. Yeah. All these things of Kamel busy there showing himself in the gym with women we don't know. We're not interested in this. Please. What is your story? What is the truth? You just got married yesterday and already you are living apart. What's the story? What's going on there?